there's basically like three types of ways to do it. The basics of it anyway. You have a function, and you have the left-hand approximation. So you go through this point and you make a rectangle. You go to this point, you make a rectangle, and you go to that point and you make a rectangle of a certain length, and you add those up and you get some area that is not exactly the true area. And then you can go and do the right hand approximation, which, you know, let's do the same sort of graph. It would go like this. Make a rectangle there, go to this point and make a rectangle. Let's say we go to this point and then we make a rectangle, and so on, and we get, like, you know, maybe not n, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, we get, and that sort of overestimates this. This one underestimates. This one's the left-hand point. This one's the right-hand point. Right-hand points overestimate. Left-hand points underestimate. And then we have the midpoint, which looks something like this. Something like that. And that one's a little bit closer. It's like an average of the two, but it still doesn't come up correctly. As we push the number of subintervals, what we're supposed to do is we make subintervals, and we push these subintervals to infinity. This is essentially what integration is. It's very easy to find the area of a rectangle because it's the area of length times width. The width in this case would go towards 0, infinitesimally narrow, but never 0. It would be like non-zero, goes towards 0, like the limit as it approaches 0, basically. So we write it like this: the integral from a to b f of x dx is equal to the limit as n approaches infinity, and then we have this infinite sum, and this is like the height of the rectangle, and this would be the width of the rectangle. So as n grows, delta x becomes smaller and smaller because delta x is equal to b minus a over n. And this basically means that we're splitting it into subintervals. And that's the basics of integration, is that we are trying to find the area underneath the curve. In the next video, I'll explain a little bit more on how to do that.